Hi, I'm Elizabeth Murphy. I'm an associate veterinarian at the Brighter Animal Clinic. I've been at this clinic since 1997, minus 1 year. My special interests are in senior medicine as well as internal medicine. I think I've always wanted to be a veterinarian, but I don't think I knew it until I was in my mid-30s. I've always been interested in animals. Ever since I was a child, I felt kind of a special connection to the pets that we had in our household. A lot of children feel like they're stuffed animals or they're animals in the household to have, thoughts and can communicate and can talk and all of that sort of stuff. And as a child, I thought that was true, but there's certain aspects of that I never grew out of. I always really felt a close connection to our animals, and always had a strong interest in animals and horses and dogs and cats and other sorts of animals as my main out-of-school interest, and later on in life my main out-of-work interest. I started out in human medicine. I was a physician assistant for many years and decided at about the age of 35, I believe, to become a veterinarian because my main out-of-work interest was animals. My main in-work interest was medicine, and I thought that the ideal thing to do would be to combine the two. And so I applied to the program at Cornell University in Ithaca, New York, and I'll never forget the day that I got a phone call from the College of Veterinary Medicine while I was at the Children's Hospital of Boston at my work as a physician assistant, saying that I had gotten in. It transformed my life, and I have been extremely happy doing this ever since. I have a special pet in my past that really influences what I do as a veterinarian right now. This cat, her name was Minnie. I got her when I was 12 years old. She came from a special cattery in New York, in Manhattan, called Fabulous Felines. And she arrived on Delta Airlines in a crate, this little Burmese cat, and she came along with a long playing phonograph record about how to take care of cats and the different personalities different breeds of cats had. Another crate with a special homemade diet for her, and another crate with every toy and everything you could possibly ever need for a cat. And it was interesting because it taught me a lot about what you can do for a cat. And one of the things that it taught me was there's a lot of stuff that you can do early on in a pet's life that can allow that pet to live comfortably for many, many, many years. And if you think about it early, you can change the trajectory of that pet's life, the length of life, and the health of that life. If you help to inform the owners of pets why we do things the way we do, why we do certain medical tests, and what kind of information we can gain from that, if we provide a certain level of information and education, we allow them to have the right information to make the right choices for their pets. And I think that our level of interest in the clients is ultimately an important factor in providing the high standard of medicine for their pets. One of the things that I became aware of when my dogs got older is it seemed like they couldn't hear the word no anymore, so they started to kind of misbehave and get up on the table and eat things that they shouldn't. And then I realized not only did they not hear the word no, they also didn't hear the words I love you or good dog. So I talked to people a lot about teaching their dog sign language for some of the basic commands for use later on when the dog's hearing has declined, but also make sure that they have certain signs for no, or I love you, or good dog, because it has to be really hard to be an older dog and never hear your owner say I love you anymore. So one of the things that I think is very, very important for clients to recognize when they're focusing on that young bouncy dog or that cute bumpy bouncy kitten is to, not in a depressing way, but think about what they want their pet to be like 15, or in the case of cats, 20 years down the line. And I think that it provides a really hopeful thing for people and something that I can really help with at this age.